problems we had yesterday. Alright, so we're getting ready for a long trade there. We got nothing on soybeans. On the ES, let me slide that over. This down here, Homer, that's a big message. Dave, yeah, I just got to extend it for you. I don't want to open Ninja right now because it takes up too much stuff. Well, I upgraded the DT Pro as well, but I'm not sure it's completely backward compatible with our indicators. 6047 is low on this, 6051 would be the high. That'd be a momentum long trade on crude oil. The weekly trading zone, the CFWTZ, didn't seem to work right. Nothing there. The ES is going right into a weekly trading zone right here, so we can't take the Russell long right now. Okay. All right. Yeah, the soybeans are tanking. They need to pull back up to give us an opportunity, though. And here they go. All right, on the beans, now have a high of 80.50. A down close, no, 80.75. A down close at 79.75 would be a short trade. Okay, down close at 79.75 would be a short trade there on the soybeans. Okay, the ES is above its zone now, so we can look at the momentum long trade here on the Russell if you wanted to. 17.9 would be the momentum long. And up close at 17, it might be 17.8. Anyway, it's right there, it's momentum, so stop should have gone to break even already. That was just a little too fast for me. On the soybeans, we are still looking for the down close here at 79.75 on the soybeans. Okay. No sound. No sound. You guys can hear me, right?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Bert.
What's going on?
Not much. Not much. Hang on. Alright. Let me give you some eyeballs. Here we go. Alright. On crude. Let's see. Well, a down close here on crude would be a short trade. It's got a high of 17. It'll have a low of 13. Okay, a down close there at 13 would be a short trade on crude. Yeah, it was already there at 13. Sorry. And I got in at 12, and I should already be out of this. I'm going to throw my stop right there for right now, because I should have moved my stop to break even already. I'm going to move my stop to -3, because I should have been out of break even already. And we'll see if it... Okay, it just took me out at -3. Okay. And I got in there. It just stopped out right there. It had already gone to 4 ticks in profit. I should have been locking in profit on that thing. Okay. And the down close over here at 79.75 wasn't low enough. We needed a down close on this bar. You see, it didn't get down below the trend line. So, gotta move this over here like this. Now we've hit the BBC. It's got a high of 81.50. If you get a down close at 80.50 and the cycle is still red, a down close at 80.50 with a red cycle would be a short trade. Hey, Tim. There's like 2 people not getting audio. Everybody else is. Bert. Did I give you eyes already? I did. Good. Good morning, David. There are a lot of Davids. Let me load last night's workshop now that I think about it.
Morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dwayne. I am loading last night's workshop into Vimeo right now.
Hey, Dwayne.
Hey, good morning, Bert. How are you?
Good. Good.
Documents. Okay, we'll start that process. All right. Well, the Russell is pulling back a little bit. Crude oil is just a mess over here right now. We have natural gas inventories today. Right, today is Thursday. And we have natural gas. A down close. Actually, that down close right there at 14.5 on the Russell was a spot to short. Okay, it did put in a lower swing. It's pulling back up again. So you can look to short it again. It's got a high of 15. It'll have a low of 14.6 on the Russell. Okay. Let's see, Russell. 12.12, 12.13 is where the zone is. So I did the upgrade this morning, and I'm not sure the weekly trading zone module is backward compatible. Uh, 15.3 and 14.9 on the Russell. Okay, if we get a down close at 14.9 and it's below the trend line, it's not going to be. So it would be 14.9 down to 14.5. Okay, all right. Now the cycle's going up too steep, so we're not going to have a trade there on the Russell. And we didn't get a trade there on the soybeans either. All right, the Euro seems to be putting something together. It's got a low of 12.96. It'll have a high right at 13. Oof. I like that round number right there at 13. I had trouble with that yesterday. The white bar on the Euro worked well. It did. The up close right after that. It did, Albert. There's one right here on crude. So you would have shorted right here at 60.18 based on that. Okay, the Euro. There you go. 93 up to 97 on the Euro. Okay, and up close at 97 on the Euro would be a long trade. And white bar worked again over here on crude. There it is on the Euro. I'm in at 98. Okay. Make sure I have 8 ticks risk. 8 ticks risk. Alright, there's another white bar with an up close, suggesting long on the crude. Okay, 8 ticks risk here on the Euro. And a white bar there on the soybeans, suggesting short from right here. Hopefully the BBC is going to hold there for the Euro. here on the beans as well. And stop would be a break even on the crude. Would have taken profit there. Doesn't look like, oh, well, that's not the same white bar. Alright, the ES is going up into the weekly trading zone now. The weekly trading zone is up at 74. Just check that to make sure. It is 74.75. So we're not going to be able to take long trades here on the Russell as much as we might want to. Alright. That's good. Alright, we stopped out on the euro. Euro. Dang, it's too bad we couldn't take that long trade on the Russell. Yeah, there ended up being no trade over here on the soybeans. Okay, now the ES is above its weekly trading zone. And the next one up on the Russell is 24 to 26. Okay. Okay, 19.2 up to 19.6 on the Russell would be a long trade. Okay, and up close at 19.6 on the Russell would be a long trade. Ooh, and it closed down. Oh, good. Okay, Tim. Right there at 19.5 on the Russell. Actually, never mind. I gotta move the trend line again. There's the trend line now on the Russell. Okay, got another white bar over here on the euro. So see which way this bar closes. White bar over here on the gold. All right. Russell's got to get up above that trend line and then put in a higher swing and then pull back. The ES just had a momentum long trade. Actually, no, it's not a momentum long trade. It's a regular slingshot long trade. Let me draw the trend line. This one right here. Okay, so on the ES I was 77 and a quarter. Steven, it's uploading right now. Okay. Okay, that part says complete. It's got to do another process right now. Okay.
Yeah, the workshops go in the members area. We don't email those out.
Right. Yeah, the decimals matter on each market. Okay. Here's red bar after a white bar on the crude. All right. On the gold, there's our trend line. Okay, the ES is going right down into a weekly trading zone. So 4 for 6E. No, it's 3 for 6E. It's 1 less than the number of decimal places. Okay. It's Mother's Day this weekend, guys. Just a reminder. Okay. 17.6 is the high, 17.2 is the low on the Russell. The ES is in a weekly trading zone. Grr. All right. 86.1 is the high on the gold. 85.7 will be the low. Okay, so down close here at 85.7 would be shortable. Another white bar worked here on the crude and on the soybeans and on the euro. No, the euro one is still trying. I actually don't even have it set right for the euro. And for gold. Wait, gold dropped. Okay, I'm short gold right now. I'm going to put my stop at break even because it did give 4 ticks down to 85.3. Okay. This down close right in here on the crude was a short trade right here. Okay. I'm not in it right now, but it was right there. That's what it was all about in the meeting last night, Jim. It's too bad you weren't there. All right, gold is tanking right now. I'm going to lock in 6 ticks. All right, and I'm flat with 6 on the gold. talking about the white bar stuff? That doesn't apply, I don't think. Well, let's limit the white bar conversation to like partners meetings and stuff, okay? As much as we can, because I don't want to confuse people in here who are in here on the trial doing the normal thing. I did, Marion, in the meeting last night. Okay, so here we have all that stuff. Well, there was just a trade there on crude that satisfied the stuff for the white bar. It was right there at $59.99, but it was also a trade for us. I didn't get filled. I tried to, but I was too late putting it on. So did anybody get this move? There's a little momentum play there now, too. Right there. 62, 63, 62. Good, John. All right, on soybeans, 77.75 is the high, 76.75 would be the low. That's also the low of the day. It's right here, low of the day. On the euro, it's starting to pull back a little bit. Okay. Okay, Greg. 77.50 down to 76.50 would be a momentum trade on the soybeans. Be a momentum short down to 76.50 now. Also be a new low of the day. Alright, the ES is below its weekly trading zone now, so we can start looking at short trades here on the Russell. A down close over here on gold, 84.4. Would be a short. Oops. There that goes. A down close here on the Russell would be a short at 14.4. Okay, the Russell's going down to its weekly trading zone right here. I didn't get filled on the Russell. I tried to, but I did not. A down close over here on the euro would be a short trade. That'd be at 12.74. The gold momentum short was here at 84.4. Okay, the euro closed up, not down, so we gotta move our trend line. a cycle reset here probably. On the crude. Okay, Eurozone 75.80. 75.80. Oh, okay. So right below us, from 75 up to 80. Thanks, Red. Okay, so I'll hold off on that. Alright, the ES has a short right here. 73.50. Alright. On the gold, it's a momentum, it's closed below, I'm sorry, it's closed below the MA1, so it's a momentum short. Stop should have gone to break even, you should be out of that. Okay, the soybeans never closed down, so we gotta move this trend line all the way over there. And the euro never closed down, it's moving up. That right there was the gold. Now, the Russell cycle is going the wrong way. It's just a mess in here right now. We have some news somewhere. I'm sure we probably did. Okay. Alright, Marion. Nope, natural gas is the only thing we have. Pre-market, we had unemployment claims came in 265,000. They're expecting 275. Consumer
Let me take
credit
this opportunity to say good morning to everyone who's on the free trial. And as soon as Michael has a moment here, he'll address you guys and he'll show you the trade setup. He'll walk through that with you. And we'll take any questions that you guys have.
Yes, yes indeed, we will. Let me just go through. Oh, I forgot we have, okay. Yeah, let me, okay. We will do that. Sorry, I'm sure there's a lot of people in here who are just looking at me trading around like this and saying, whoa, what's with all the colors? Alright. A down close over here on the euro, 79 down to 75. 79 down to 75. Nope, it was an up close. Alright, now we're going to move the trend line over to take that wick right there into account. Okay. Alright, and on the soybeans, 78 down to 77. A down close there at 77 would be a short trade on the soybeans. Okay, sorry I missed this right here on the crude. This up close right here was a long trade. Didn't put in a higher swing though, it's got to put in a higher swing. Back over here on the euro, 1277 down to 1273. Down close at 1273 would be a short trade. Russell's right inside its weekly trading zone, nothing there. There's a down close at 1273 on the euro. That is a momentum short trade, so as soon as you get any profit in it, you got to put your stop at break even. Okay. Butch, I cannot answer the phone right now. Sorry. 78 down to 77 here on the soybeans. Okay. And on the gold, we didn't put in a lower swing. Alright, there's a down close on the soybeans at 77. I'm short at 76.75 on the soybeans. Okay. And the Russell's setting up a short trade. Okay, it's got a high of 12.3, it'll have a low of 11.9, a down close there at 11.9 on the Russell would be a short trade. Right there, I'm short the Russell at 11.9, stop to break even, get rid of my original stop. Lock in 5, 7, 10, 9, 12. And I'm flat with 12 on the Russell. Alright, that was there. Down to here. We have not put in a lower swing here on the Russell, so we can't trade it again in that direction. You can see we're short on the soybeans, but we're hanging in there. Oops. Come back here. On the euro. The euro had the momentum short right here, went a couple of ticks into profit right there. Stop should have gone to break even on a momentum trade, and it just followed up with a short trade here from 1277. Again, isn't that the same place it shorted from the last time? It's too late to get into it now. I just tried to get into it, but it's too late. It already went 4 ticks in profit. Shelly. But I don't have that on here. Shelly. And John got his gold in 2 trades today. Awesome. This is in his zone. The euro's in his zone, you mean? 75 to 80, right? You said. Okay. The Russell's in his zone too. Crude, a down close of the current bar on crude would be a short trade. That down close would be at 73. Once I get my goal for the day, guys, then I will go through all the trade setups. Okay, I'll slow everything down and go through all the trade setups once I have my goal for the day. Gold is pulling back. The euro's starting to drop. Crude oil didn't go down, it went up, so I'm going to take that order off. Gold, and up close on gold at 86 would be a long trade. And up close on gold at 86 would be a long trade. Okay, my buy stops at 86.1. No higher swing there on the Russell. And it just filled me on the gold at 86.2. 8 ticks risk on that. It already went 4 ticks in profit if I had gotten in at 86. But obviously I got a little slippage there. Russell starting to set up a long trade. Crude oil, let me look left.
Hey, John, I just saw
Close.
that message you typed in a few minutes ago. Congratulations. Have a great day, man. What a way to hit the road. Hit the road, Jack.
That's great. John got his goal in 2 trades. That's what we're talking about.
This is a guy yesterday who had 4 stop outs in a row, but then turned it around and hit his daily goal for the day. Now today, I'm going to assume that he didn't do anything different. He just came in and sat down and 2 trades, and he hit his daily goal without any stop outs.
Well, I just stopped out on gold.
John accepts that. John's not caught up in that endless cycle of trying to figure out some way to keep from being stopped out. Doesn't exist. No such thing.
All right. I want to see a higher swing here on crude. I want to see it close up above 989. Okay. It's 10:06. We have natural gas inventories coming out at the bottom of the hour. I don't even have a natural gas chart up right now. The ES is in its weekly trading zone again. All right, Marianne, we'll see you tomorrow.
Way to go, David. David says, I'm focusing on one instrument until I get this down. So far, 3 days positive. Good deal.
Okay. The euro finally broke out of the zone, had a momentum short trade right over
So,
here.
David, you've already used up your 10 trades today and all your rollover trades? Or you don't have any rollover trades? Last night at let's see, 4 o'clock, what was it, 4 o'clock? Yeah, by 4 a.m. Eastern on crude, we had a 5-tick move, a stop out, a 10-tick plus move, and a 10-tick plus move. And on the Dow, gosh, the Dow was so active last night. By 4 a.m. we had a stop out, 11 points available, 5, 5, 16, 8, break even, 8, and 12. And on Russell, we had the first move was 5 ticks available, and then 8, and then 10, then a stop out, then 10 plus, and then 6th move was 8 available, and then I had to go to bed. That's Eastern time. I'm on Pacific time, so it was 1:13 a.m. my time when I posted the Russell numbers.
Awesome.
Very active overnight session.
That's awesome. All right, you saw I just got a break-even trade here on the euro, and we're still in the soybean short. If it closes down, if the current bar closes down, I'll put my stop at break-even. The soybeans, they're a mixed bag right now. The bid and ask totals are about the same, but I do think they want to get down here to 76 at least. Okay. And the ES is above its weekly trading zone now, so if the Russell gives us a long opportunity, we can certainly take that now. All right, 59.82 to 59.86 on the crude, and up close at 59.86 would be a long trade. There's the down close on the soybeans. I'm going to throw my stop and break even on the beans and get rid of the other one. And we're looking for an up close at 59.86 here on the crude oil. And the gas pretty much stopped, the gold pretty much stopped us out to the tick, and now it's going up like we expected it to. Looking for the up close here on the crude. we got a down close on the crude, so no trade in there. Okay. And the soybeans. Stops at break even on the beans. Okay, they're right on top of dynamic support right now. Right beneath dynamic support.
Okay, guys, those of you that are here today for your first time, if you have any questions at all, go ahead, type them into the chat box. And the live trading room is open from 9:30 to 11:30. We want to make sure that any questions you have get answered. We can't answer the question you don't ask. And so the only one who can see what you type is myself and Michael. So just feel free, type it in. No wrong question, bad question. There's no angry moderator to bite your head off or put you in the hot seat and slap you around, shine light in your face, make you feel sorry you asked the question. That's just not how we roll. We actually invite questions and encourage questions because we want you to have a good understanding of what it is you're looking at. Okay? There's a method to the madness. In fact, the rule set is very exacting, so much so that when there's a long trade or a short trade, partners from Brooklyn to Bangladesh see the trade, understand the trade, and enter the trade to the tick at the exact same number, and that's without the benefit of any moderator or someone calling out a trade or any of that. Okay? You learn the setup. We use the same setup for the S&P, Russell, Dow, gold, crude, soybeans, same time frame, same indicators, same setup. It's a very simple 5-step recipe. Michael will go over that with you here in a few minutes. But be sure to ask questions. Now, if you came via personal invitation and you want to download the platform and install the indicators so that you can test drive them for yourself to see if you can accomplish what Michael has done, if you can do what he does, send me an email, support@cfrn.net, and we'll make that happen for you, okay?
All right. We got stopped out of break even on our soybean trade. We have nothing over here on the euro that we can trade, nothing on crude oil that we can trade, nothing on the Russell, nothing on gold, and nothing on the ES right at the moment. So I'm going to take a minute and go through the trade setups, okay? Let's look at the Russell, okay? Now, we don't have a higher swing in place right here, so this isn't going to be the exact trade setup. Let me find one that is the exact trade setup that I'm going to describe to you. Dwayne said the Russell was really active last night, so we'll use this for our example. Give it a second. It's going to fetch me some more data. There's a bunch of them on the short side. I'm trying to find one on the long side, though. Here's one. Okay. So these are the trade setups. I do 2 trade setups in here. Okay. We have a bunch of them. You might have heard me talking earlier about the white bar thing. That's a thing for only partners. Yvonne, yes you can. These are the 2 trade setups that I do in here. If you become a partner, there's a bunch of other trade setups that you can choose to do if you want to. But in the live trading room, I do 2 trade setups. I've been doing the same trade setups for years. You can see that this picture is of November crude oil from 2013, so it hasn't changed since then. All right. The pieces are as follows. The MA1 is the red and blue line right here on price. Black step line is right here on price. The green line here on price we call the BBC. It stands for bull bear cross. This yellow line is called the YBR, but you can ignore that for now. Down here in the slingshot, the green line down here is the S1 fast, but I just refer to it as the green line. And the cycle is the red and blue line down here. You can ignore the brown line for now. The cycle and the green line. All right, for a long trade, when you're bouncing off the BBC, you want the cycle to be blue and above the green line. For a short trade, when you're bouncing off the BBC, you want the cycle to be red and below the green line. All right, that's all you need to know about the slingshot to start with. Okay, for a long trade, bouncing off the BBC price, hitting the BBC, you want the cycle to be blue and above the green line. For a short trade, you want the cycle to be red and below the green line. Okay, now, step 1 is the MA1, which is right here, the red and blue line on price, crosses above the BBC. The BBC is the green line here on price. Right, that's step 1. Step 2 is price pulls away from the BBC. That means you have a closed bar at least 1 tick away from the BBC after the cross. Step 3, price pulls back and touches it like it did right here. Touches the BBC. Okay. Now, the next up close after the BBC is touched, the next up close, as long as down here inside the slingshot the cycle is blue and above the green line, the next up close is where you're going to go long. So it touched it right there and then it closed up right there. So you would be going long on that up close right there. Right here. 8 ticks risk on every single trade. Alright, in this particular case, 10.5 is the high. 9.7 down here would be where your stop is. Okay, and then you can see it just moved up from there. Alright. Okay, that's this side. Again, step 1 is the MA1 crosses. Step 2, price pulls away. Step 3, it pulls back, touches, and closes up. Step 4, cycle is blue and above the green line. Okay? That's all there is to it. Now, what happens if the cycle's the wrong color? Okay, what happens if the cycle's the wrong color, or if you don't actually hit the BBC? Alright, here's an example of this. Okay, over here, step 1 and 2 are the same. The MA1 crosses, price pulls away. Step 3, though, you got to draw a trend line down the tops of the bars like that. Okay. If there are wicks, use the wicks. If there's bodies, use the corner of the body. Right, the top corner of the body. Then you look down here and look. The cycle's the wrong color. Okay. We did hit the BBC right here, and we got an up close, but the cycle was the wrong color. So the confirmation at this point, because the cycle is the wrong color, is the close above this trend line. Right here. Okay, so your entry would have been there. After the up close of that bar, your entry would have been right there. Okay. That was yesterday afternoon. Now we can go back and look at some of the trades that I took today. This one right here, it pulled back up. See the cycle's the wrong color right here? So I had to wait for a down close below the trend line. I got short there and I took 12 ticks profit on that. This one right here, it didn't hit the BBC. The cycle was the right color and in the right place, but it didn't hit the BBC. So the down close was right below the trend line right there. Yeah, there was one in here that I missed right here. One right there that I missed. Now, you're going to find that I miss a lot of trades because I'm doing a lot of things. But that's it. Those are the rules for the trades. Okay? Alright. I usually wait until I got my goal for the day before I do that. And right now, we were pretty close to having a goal for the day at one point. We were about 4 ticks away, but then I had a losing trade on gold. And that put us 12 ticks away from the goal for the day. Alright, my daily goal is always to make a minimum of $100 per contract. Okay. That white bar trade there on the beans, huh? It was up here. 82.25 was the spot, all the way down to 73.75. Alright, on the crude oil, we currently have a high of 59.61. We're going to have a low of 59.57. That's not going to be low enough. 62 to 58 now. That's not going to be low enough. It's got to go down to 54 on crude oil. Alright, we don't have the proper divergence here. The indexes are all messed up right here. The ES is just going sideways inside a weekly trading zone. You see that? And the Russell zone is down below at 12.13, 12.12. Zeros before the 0.25 ray should be one less than the number of decimal places. One less than the number of digits after the decimal place. Okay. I've only got one of them set properly, the crude. Yep, that's right, Ray. That's for anything with 2 decimal places. I mean 2 digits after the decimal.
That's for the TC, right?
Yeah. Yep,
It's a
that's right,
TC.
Brian.
Okay. All right.
You getting questions on that?
Yeah, I figured that's what it was, but
Yeah.
traditional TC setup, right? Nothing fancier.
Well, actually there is a little something
There's
fancy.
one happening now, but okay.
Here, I'll type it in for you.
Oh, yeah.
There's this down close right here on crude that suggests a short trade for the white bar trades. Okay. Gold needs to pull back. Gold just made a big move down. Needs to pull back. Give us a little bit of divergence to work with. Okay. Oh, I started typing that to you. There goes the... And we can call it the 207. So I went over it a lot in Workshop 207.
This is 207 trade?
Yeah, I guess we could call it that.
Okay. Write that down. I got the gist of it, though.
Yeah,
I didn't see your email, but I think I know what it is already.
I'll do one for soybeans.
All right.
Um, There. Okay, I typed it in for you in the private chat. Yeah, I know 207 is a long one. 208 is one less syllable. White bar is even less. All right, so we're looking for a pullback here on gold. Okay, natural gas comes out in a few minutes here. Let me see if I got a natural gas chart up. I know I don't have a natural gas DOM up, but no, I replaced the natural gas with the euro. Sorry, guys. All right. Gosh, I looked away for a second, and we had a short trade here on crude. All right, crude's pulling back a little bit now. But if you had done the white bar had the short from up here, 59.66. All right. And all right, on the gold, we got the pullback we were looking for. We have a high of 83.1. We're going to have a low of 82.7. From 82.7, it needs to go down to 82.3 on the gold. Okay. Okay, 82.7. Going down to 82.3 over here. That's what we look for on the gold. And on the crude right there at 59.27 is a momentum short trade. As soon as you get any profit in, you can move your stop to break even. I was bringing it over to show it to you, and it took me out at break even. Okay, there's the down close on the gold, 82.5. Okay, that's a regular slingshot short trade there on the gold. Okay, 82.5, we're short. And crude, probably get a deeper pullback here. A little bit deeper anyway. 59.25 is high on this, 59.21 would be the low. So we're down close there. 59.21 is a short trade on the crude. Okay. Make sure my stops are all in the right place. They are. Get stopped out on both of these. That would be awful. I did get stopped out on the crude. Just truth about trading. I missed so many good trades. Alright, and we're short gold still. The soybeans ended up going down as we expected them to. Unfortunately, right here it just came back and hit us at break even. Yeah, Ray, I didn't take the natural gas. I don't have a natural gas chart up right now.
Lost your audio, Mike.
I'm chewing.
Sorry.
There, it's okay. I'm done now. Yeah, I was just waiting. I'm waiting for the gold to do something here. On the ES, we would have had to have drawn a trend line because you see there's blue on the cycle. So start from the corner of the body. The short would have been right there at 72 and a quarter. Oops, 72 and a quarter. It's getting down to that significant area that we pointed out yesterday, that Dwayne had pointed out yesterday. All right, the last time it got in there was this morning at about 10 o'clock, is that right? Yeah, at about 10 o'clock, and it bounced up to 76 and a half. So it was about a 7-point bounce out of that area. And so we're waiting to see if the gold is going to make it or not. You can see every trade has 8 ticks risk. Now we're halfway through the day right now. We're down a little bit right now. We're going to be down a little bit more, I think, here in a minute, when the gold stops out. All right. So now I'm going to focus on getting my 2 points. Usually I get my 2 points before I stop and go through everything. But today I did not. But now I'm going to focus on getting my goal for the day. All right. Yesterday I did it on the last trade. This right here is a long trade on crude oil, 59.32. Okay. We had the bullish cross, price pulled away, price pulled back, hit the BBC, and then it closed up. What we anticipate is that the green line is going to get up into the cycle here. When it does, it should put in a higher swing. I mean, right now the swing is just right here. It's not a very high swing at all. From 32, it just gave 4 ticks profit. When you get 4 ticks profit, you move the stop to break even. Okay, when you get 4 ticks profit, you move the stop to break even. Okay, gold pretty much stopped us out to the tick there. And we're just waiting here. All right. Stop to break even on the crude. If I was in at 32, I would have had it at break even already, but I was in at 33. Okay. Now, if the crude really takes off right here, it should get up above 59.42. Okay. There it goes. There's 8 ticks, 10 ticks, and I'm flat with 10. Was it? Well, 33 is where I got in, but the entry was right here at 32, Greg. All right, now if we get an up close on this bar, that would be a momentum long trade. That would be up at 45. Okay, and with momentum trades, you move your stop to break even as soon as you get any profit in it. Okay, we didn't get the up close. All right, I wasn't even looking. Sorry. We had the up close right there. Momentum up close. As soon as you get any profit in it, stop goes to break even. Now it's pulled back, so you can look for the long trade if you get a close above this trend line. That would be a regular slingshot long trade. Okay. Yeah, so an up close on this bar, 38 up to 42. 38 up to 42 on the crude. Bert, 38 up to 41 now on the crude.
Yes.
Can you send something to Jada about how to get the data feeds? Because she's only got one data feed right now. You know, the CME stuff. How she's got to make that payment or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Just send it, Jada at Gmail.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. She hasn't enabled it at all, right?
Right.
Okay, all right, I gotcha.
Okay, there's the up close on the crude. All right, now that's a regular slingshot long trade. I'm in at 42. Okay, now what we anticipate will happen here is the green line's going to turn up and get up into the cycle. When it does, we'll put in a higher swing and get up above 46, at least. Up above 46. Okay, so I'm looking for 4 ticks profit or a close above the MA1 to move my stop to break even. The ES and the Russell are both tradable on the long side now. So we got a low here of 15.2. We'll have a high of 15.6 on the Russell. Okay. Gold tanked after stopping me out pretty much to the tick. Then it dropped. Okay, close above the MA1 and I can move my stop to break even on the crude oil. Alright, if we get it there. The soybeans seem to have stopped moving. Okay, there's the close above the MA1 for the crude. I can't put my stop at break even yet. I'm just going to put it right here at minus 2 ticks. Okay, and take a little 2 tick stop out on that one. The rule for moving my stop to break even is to close above the MA1 or 4 ticks profit, whichever happens first. This time the close above the MA1 was right there, but it was below my entry, so I just took most of the risk off for a very small loss. We didn't get the up close over here on the Russell, so we got to move our trend line over. We need to close above that trend line. Alright, the ES is setting up a long trade here. So does everybody who's in here for the first time or who's new in here, do you all recognize that I'm doing the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again? You all see that? This down closes momentum short trade over here, 81.4 on the gold. Bam. Okay, I didn't get filled on it. Alright, and up close over here on the Russell, 15.3 up to 15.7. Okay. And the crude is trying to get up there. It's trying to make its way up. Okay, that's a momentum long trade there on the Russell, so as soon as you get any profit in it, your stop should go to break even. Okay, as soon as you already had profit in it, your stop should have gone to break even. It's a momentum trade because it closed above the MA1. Alright, the entry was on a close above the MA1. I was just going to bring mine over and show it to you, but it just took me out at break even. Alright, on the ES, this up close right here at 77 was the long spot. Hey, John. I don't look at any other ones, John. It doesn't mean you shouldn't or can't, but I don't. Alright, there was another short trade, another momentum short trade right here on the gold. Right there. Russell pulling back. Printing dynamic resistance and pulling back. Nathaniel, can you do a little radio silence? Because we actually have an open house today and I'm missing a whole bunch of questions. Please. Thanks. 16.4 is low on this, 17 would be the high. On the Russell, 17 would be the high. And up close there at 17. Gold is pulling back again. After stopping me out to the tick pretty much over here. It dropped about 20 ticks. Okay, that's just wrong. That's happened to me like 3 times today. 81.2 is the high on this. 80.8 would be the low. That's not going to be low enough. Let's see. The ES is pulling back a little bit. I'll draw you a trend line. There's a trend line on the ES, and up close at 78.25 would be a long trade on the ES. What happened to the soybeans? I may just move that market out, put something else in. Speaking of that. Okay, the ES closed down, not up. 76.75 up to 77.75 would be a long trade over there. Now 76.50 up to 77.50. 81.4 down to 81.0 on the gold. And the Russell is moving up now. Okay, the Russell needs to close up above 17.4. We have a short trade right there on the crude at 27. I didn't get filled on the crude. It was right there. Russell needs to put in a higher swing. Cycle's going down too steep to trade the Russell. Cycle's going up too steep to trade the gold. So the crude oil trade that I just missed is the one. 20 down to 16, then 16 down to 12 would be a momentum short trade. What happened to the soybeans? They made a move and then they stopped. What is that? Crude oil, right? Yeah, this is the low of the day right here on crude. Alright, does anyone have any questions right now? Anybody? Questions? I'm still down right now on the day.
Because it's an open house.
Yeah, I know, it always happens when I have an open house. I always do horribly. But I'm still down. But we still got time. We have 40 minutes left in here. 4-0. Okay, Sam, we'll see you in the morning. We have 40 minutes left in here. 40 minutes. So we'll just wait and see what we get. I swear it's like the soybeans stopped trading. Okay, now a down close right here on crude would be a short trade, 22 down to 18. If I extend the trend line, you'll see that's what it is, 22 down to 18. And there it is. That's a momentum short trade. So as soon as you get any profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even. We're right above the low of the day. The low of the day is right here. Okay, it's a momentum trade, so as soon as you get any profit in it, stop goes to break even. Okay. Great, John. All right. All right. The Russell finally had a nice move up. The ES is moving up too. A little while ago I said the up close above this trend line here at 77.50 would have been a long trade. On the ES, that was right in there. I'm not in it, but that's what it would have been. And the soybean's actually moving? I don't know. There. Okay, so the beans need to close down to 73.75. 73.75 on the beans. Down close there would be a short trade. All right, on the Russell now, we have a pullback. And where do we stand right now? 100, 230. Okay, we got a ways to go here. We're gonna get 21 ticks to get our goal for the day. Could happen in a single trade. $17.9 up to 18.3. 17.9 up to 18.3, then from 18.3 up to 18.7. That's what I'm looking at on the Russell. Okay, instead it went down. 17.7, you'd be looking at 18.5. And the soybeans, 74.5 down to 73.5. No trade there. No trade there on the Russell. This cycle's going down too steep to trade it. Gary, you have to make all the bars white by default. Okay. You have to go in here, choose that, then make bearish and bullish white. Okay. Go to View, All Active Indicators, choose the symbol, go to Properties, and make bullish and bearish white. Okay, well you gotta make sure the decimal places are right. I'm just gonna have to make a video of this. I'm spending too much time saying it over and over. Zeros. Okay. This is for crude.
It's on the video from last night, correct?
It is. It's in last night's workshop.
Okay. As soon as that's uploaded, everybody that wants to take a look at it will have an opportunity to see it as it's put on, and then as you walk through some setups.
Yep. Yeah, that's ready to go, by the way. That's out there, ready to go in Vimeo. Really got to just show me how to do that. So I don't have to bug you. 75 down to 74 on soybeans. Now 75 and a quarter down to 74 and a quarter on the soybeans. I don't know what that means, Bob. We're in the M contract. Are you in the M contract? M 615 on Ninja. You're probably not in 615, are you, mister? Alright, it's 10:58. I got a little bit of ground to make up here. A little bit of ground to make up here. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to. Honestly, yesterday, my last trade was the one that got me positive. My last two trades were both wins. The Russell. I'm long the Russell, but okay, that doesn't. It's a partner trade. Okay. Good, Gary. I knew you could do it. Alright, now on crude with a low, 59.27 up to 59.31. Okay, remember the rules. Step 1 is the cross, step 2 price pulls away, step 3 it pulls back, hits the BBC, step 4 cycle is blue and it's above the green line. So we just need the up close. Now that up close is going to be at 30. And the soybeans, 75.50 down to 74.50. We need the down close at 74.50 on the soybeans. there's the down close at 74.50 on the soybeans. Make sure my stop's in the right place. It is. Does anybody know what the next soybean number is down below us? Those of you guys that went to the seminar. There's the up close on the crude. 59.31 long on crude, 74.50 short on soybeans. What we anticipate happening on both of these is the green line getting into the cycle. Green line turning up and getting into the cycle here on crude, turning down and getting into the cycle here on soybeans. Okay, that's what we anticipate happening here. Okay. Well, there's step one. We turned up on the crude. Now we need 4 ticks profit or a close above the MA1 to move the stop to break even. There's 4 ticks profit, stop at break even on the crude. And 59.37 is a swing high, so I'm going to lock in some profit right here in case it gets rejected at the swing high. Alright, so we got 4 ticks profit on the crude. Makes us positive on the crude again. Alright, so we're still short on the soybeans. On the crude, we got long right in here, we got flat right in there. We're still short on the soybeans. A down close over here on the euro would be a short trade. 72 down to 68 on the euro. Okay. Now it's 75 down to 71 on the euro.
Last night's workshop's uploaded and ready.
Awesome. So anybody that has any questions about the white bar, you can go watch last night's workshop. The first hour of it was all about the white bar. Okay. We need a down close here at 71. No, we didn't get the down close. 76. Now the cycle's got to stay. Cycle's got to stay red. 76 down to 72. And the cycle's got to stay red. And we're about to stop out on the soybeans. Man, every time I have an open house. Okay, we're not going to get a trade here on the euro. Okay, crude. Did anybody stay in the crude trade? Uh, 59.50. You got 10 on the oil. Good, Robert. And Ray got 15. Good. 59.51 up to 59.55. 59.51 up to 59.55 on the crude oil. Okay. Crude, this bar needs to close down now. We need a higher swing over here. The Russell, well, the Russell needs a lot of things. Not just a higher swing. All right. Alright, now on the crude, we get a low of 42, high of 46, 46 up to 50 on the crude. Okay, 46 up to 50 would be a long trade on the crude. On the gold, it didn't put in a higher swing here, so it's not trending. Soybeans, we still needed to close down, start moving down for us. Crude, up close at 50 would be a long trade. Alright, we didn't get the up close on crude, we got a down close, so you have to move the trend line over. And we really need a down close here on the soybeans. We need that thing to start going down, working in our favor here. Okay, Bart, can I make a video? You can go watch the thing from last night. It's out in the members area now, Bart. Where can you find soybeans ZSN5? You can only see ZSK5 and XBK5. Bruce, what charting platform are you using? Yeah, everything that I went over last night in the workshop. DT Pro. Just type right on it. ZSN5. Okay.
And Bruce, you can call us at the desk too.
Yeah.
You can call us anytime, and we'll walk you through anything you want. Okay. I'll give you my phone number. Makes it a lot easier.
866-928-3310. Did you get it? It's speed dial in my brain. Sometimes I forget it though. Alright. So, it is 11:08. I gotta make, what do I gotta make now? I gotta make some ticks here. I need the soybean trade to work out for us, so we can have a decent positive day. I haven't had that many trades today compared to, like yesterday I had 23. So far I have 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 14 trades today so far. And sadly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have not gone for me. It always happens on workshop days. I mean, not workshop days, but open house days. Oh well. And I missed some really nice ones. Alright, on the Russell right now, guys, we're testing the BBC, a down close right there on the Russell at 18.1. Let's just see if we're trending. We need to close down below 17.4, and we did not close down below 17.4. We're not trending on the Russell right here, so I'm not terribly interested in this. How about the crude? On the crude, we need to close below 59.26, and we didn't do that either. So we're not trending on the crude or on the Russell right now. We just started the trend on the gold, so that looks a little more appealing on a pullback. Alright, the soybeans did close down. We needed that to happen, to make the next step happen, which is move in our favor. It's that 17.4 level right there. We need to see it close below 17.4 on the Russell, so we'll be trending. On crude, we need to see it close below 59.26. So we'll be trending. Okay, these are all trend trades that I do in here, guys. Alright, they're all trend trades. We need this bar to close down, this bar to close, give us an opportunity. And the euro is inside its zone. The ES and Russell just not giving us anything here. On soybeans, the alert price is down at 974. Is it below 974? Short below 974 on the beans, Shelly? Okay. It's having a little trouble right here at 974. I'd like to see it get all the way down here at 973. I think that's what it's trying to do. Okay, the gold is pulling back a little bit now. A little bit. 11.11. See, on the crude, it wasn't trending. That's why I didn't take the short trade here. Same thing on the Russell. It wasn't trending. Gold is now starting to trend. What that means is I have higher highs and higher lows. Alright, so on the gold right now, we got a low of 82.7, we'll have a high of 83.1. Alright, the gold did not close up, so we're going to move our trend line over. The euro is now above its weekly trading zone. So something else to look at over there. Okay, crude oil did not move down, it moved up. The Russell's trying to move up. The euro's pulling back to its zone. Soybeans are really struggling right here. And it's 11:14. Got about 16 minutes left in here, guys. Okay, 1277, it's right inside the zone on the euro. 1277 is the low. 1281 would be the high. Coming out of the zone on the euro. Okay, there's the up close at 1281 on the euro coming out of the weekly trading zone. Got the wrong kind of divergence here on the crude. Trading on the wrong side of the BBC for bearish divergence. Soybeans not looking good again. the euro. The euro's closed above the MA1 now, so you should move your stop to break even on that. Okay. Gold is going to have a long trade here, 82.6. On an up close at 82.6, gold would have a long trade. Still looking for the soybeans. We need them to close down below the MA1 to move our stop to break even. Okay, we don't have a close below the MA1 yet on the soybeans. Alright, euro's starting to move up a little bit here. Going to lock in some profit on that. Gold is okay. So we got some profit on the euro. Alright, the euro needs to put in a higher swing now. Okay. And gold just needs to, actually, it's a momentum long trade here on gold, so we should move our stop to break even right away on that, because the entry was above the MA1 there. Okay. And what time is it? 11:19. Okay, stop to break even on the gold. We didn't put in a higher swing over there on the euro. Still need the soybeans to close in the right way. An up close here on the crude at 63 would be a momentum long trade. Now it would be 62. Be a momentum long trade. Gold is starting to move. Lock in a little bit of profit on the gold. And there's the down close on the soybeans. So we can throw our stop at break even on the soybeans. Okay, the down close below the MA1 is the rule to move the stop to break even on the beans. We've got a few ticks profit locked in on gold right now. And crude oil. That's the trend line. It's got a low of 56, it'll have a high of 60. So an up close at 60 on the crude will be a long trade. And after all that, we're flat on the soybeans. I think they're going to go down now. I do think they are. But our trade was here to there. Okay, crude gave the up close at 60. That's a momentum long trade, so as soon as you get any profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even. Okay, and we're flat with a couple of ticks on gold. Okay, on the crude, stop to break even on that, guys. Okay. And lock in just one tick on the crude. The gold, we got a couple of ticks out of that. Alright. And the crude, we got just a tick because I slipped into it. Alright. Well, there goes the crude. The ES is starting to run a little bit here, too. Ron, everybody else has sound. Oh, he doesn't hear me. Huh. Okay, so we're pretty close now. Not pretty close to getting our goal for the day, though. We still got about 8 minutes left here to get our goal for the day. Hopefully things are going to loosen up as we get closer to the European markets closing. All we need is a couple of good trades here. Just one. 110 tick trade, 12 tick trade. Alright, on the crude, 66 up to 70. 70 would be a long trade, and up close at 70. Would be a long trade. Alright, the gold didn't put in a higher swing, so we got nothing over there. Euro didn't put in a higher swing, so we have nothing there. Soybeans still haven't gone down. Need the up close at 70 there on the crude. Alright, and up close at 70, and then nice run. There it is. Okay, so on the crude we want to see the green line get all the way up into the cycle. Okay, all the way up into the cycle. This is a momentum long trade, so as soon as we get profit in the trade, we've got to move our stop to break even. Okay, stop to break even. Come on, get up there. Nope, we're out at break even. $62. It's $142.50. It is so close right now. Yeah, the Russell's finally moving up. Okay, the Russell's trending now. The ES was also going with it, but we didn't have a trade there on the ES. Back over here on the crude, that is our trend line. It's got a low of 64, it'll have a high of 68. Okay, now it's got a low of 63, it'll have a high of 67. There's the high of 67 on the crude. Alright, that up close at 67 would be a long trade there on the crude. On the Russell, 20.2 up to 20.6. That would be a new high of the day. It would also be a momentum long trade on the Russell. Nothing on the Euro. Nothing on the soybeans. And as I said on the crude, that's 67. And 20.6 on the Russell. Actually, 20.5 on the Russell, which is the high of the day. So an up close at 20.5 on the Russell would be a long trade. A momentum long trade, which means your stop would have to go to break even right away. Any profit in the trade at all, and your stop goes to break even. Okay, there it is, stop at break even. I'm going to put my stop, oops, right there at 1 tick, and I'm flat with 1 tick on the Russell. Sorry, I did not mean to get out with just 1 little tick. But I had to be aggressive. Alright. That 1 little tick made me positive on the day. After all my stop outs. I don't have my goal. but I'm positive. It's 11:27 right now. All right. Does anybody have any questions right now about anything? I think I'm just going to call it a yellow day and bring my spreadsheet out right now. Okay. It's been a while since we've had anything but green. You know what? If the Russell gives us one more trade here, maybe we'll take it. Maybe. You know what? No. New. I'm going to do this. All right, today is the 7th of May. 7 May. All right, today in soybeans, we were break even. In the Russell, we made 13 ticks. Or are we 612.50? Natural gas, we didn't trade. Crude oil, we made 2 ticks. Gold, we lost 8 ticks. And the euro, we lost 5 ticks. Okay, today we did not get our goal. And we took a total of 5, 10, 15, 19 trades, is that right? It's 8, 11, 15, yeah, 19 trades. Okay. So I'm going to go File, Save As, save this thing. Save it. I really do want to save it. Did the Russell give the long trade? No, it didn't. Okay. All right. So, on the day, we made, oops, wait, I got to change this. This is a yellow day. Okay, a yellow day means we ended positive, but we did not get $100 per contract. We didn't make $100 per contract today, guys. I missed a bunch of really nice trades, so I'll explain and stuff. Anyway, you can see it's been all the way since March 27th since we did not get our goal and end positive. All of April we were green. So far in the month of May, I got to change this too. That's 5, and that's 85. So far in the month of May, we are up $700 a contract. That's in 5 trading days. We're up $700 a contract. That's gross. Okay. On the year, we're up $20,422.50 a contract after 85 trading days. 85 trading days. All right. Currently, we're averaging $5,105 a contract per month. Okay. That's that. Last month we made $5,200. Well, here they are right here. $5,200 last month. $4,300 the month before that. $3,300 the month before that. $6,800 the month before that. These numbers over here on the side, if you were to add 1 contract per month, now we'd be up to 5 contracts right now, and we'd be up $50,900 a contract. Okay. So that is that. And now I'll show you guys how to get into the next session. If you have not gotten into the next session yet, if you have not gone to the radio show this month, this is how to do it. Okay, you go to CFRN.net. Over in the right-hand column where it says register for a free trial. I'm sorry, that's how to take a free trial. If you have not taken a free trial, you go to CFRN.net and in the right-hand column where it says register for a free trial, put in your name, put in your email address, then click register for a free trial. You'll be sent a confirmation link. You must click on the confirmation link, okay? When you click the confirmation link, then you will get all you need for the free trial, all right? Now to get into the next session that starts at the top of the hour, go to cfrn.net. In the right-hand column where it says click here, just click there. And scroll down to where it says watch live now, and click there. And fill out this little form. Once you fill out this little form, you'll be sent a confirmation link. Not a confirmation link, you'll be sent a link to get into the next session prior to the next session every business day for the rest of the month of May. Okay? That is that. All right. All right. That's it, guys. With that, let me give you that link. Okay. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, I was not given a good selection of trades today. I do want to go through one thing really quick with you guys. This is more for the partners, but anybody can watch. It's based on the stuff we did last night in the partners meeting. Let's get back here to the beginning of the day. Here. Okay. White bar, so you would have shorted right there. White bar, so you would have gone long right there. White bar, so you would have shorted right there. White bar, so you would have shorted right there. Blue bar, well, it's not, bar color doesn't matter. Up close after the white bar, you would have gone long right there. Up close after the white bar, you would have gone long right there. Down close after the white bar, you would have gone short right there. Up close after the white bar, long right there. Down close after the white bar, short right there. Down close after the white bar, short right there. Down close after the white bar, short right there. That's the first hour. Okay, up close after the white bar, long right there. Down close after the white bar, short right there. So how many did that give? 1, 2, 3, actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 trades in the first 2 hours. It looks like one of them might have been a loser out of 14. Some of them really nice wins. Okay. That was based on the information we went over in the partners meeting last night. So, if you didn't make it to the partners meeting last night, it's out in the members area right now. You can go watch it. Okay. Larry. Larry's not here. Okay. Well, that's good for everybody who didn't make it to the partners meeting last night. Anybody who's been out there who is thinking about becoming a partner. Now, I know there's a bunch of you guys out here who have taken the trial several times in the past. There's stuff. There's stuff you haven't seen yet. Okay. There you have it. Okay. If anybody wants to know what it takes to become a partner and you don't know what it takes to become a partner, just send me a quick email at support@cfrn.net, or you can call me at 1-949-423-6464. Okay, 949-423-6464. That's my phone number. Leave me a voicemail if I can't pick it up because I get a lot of calls. And that's that. All right. This was just on crude. There were 14 trades, almost all of them winning, just on crude using that thing. Now, if we were going to do that on a different market, like let's say we grab some other market that's got 2 digits after it, we could just say we were going to do the Russell. Okay. This is a different paint bar, so I got to take this one off. Flow PB. Let me remove that for a moment. And I'll put the CFTC on there. Now in this one, because it's only got one decimal point, you would remove the leading 0. Okay. When it paints it here in a second, we'll see how the same thing would have worked here. John, it's the CFTC indicator that we have. Become a partner. You can watch it all in the partners meeting from last night. I spent an hour on it last night. Okay, so here we'll just cruise through the Russell today. Maybe not the whole thing. This is the first time I've really looked at it on the Russell, but I really don't see all that many of them. Okay, we'll start over here at the beginning of the day. Okay, you're looking for single white bars. Single white bars. Here's one right here. The close of the bar after it. If it's a down close, you're going to short. Right here you had a single white bar down close, you would have shorted right there. Over here you have a single white bar with an up close on the bar after it, you would have gone long right there. Single white bar with the down close of the bar after it, short right there. Single white bar with the down close of the bar after, short. Single white bar with the down close of the bar after, short. Those are 2 white bars. Okay, so there are only a few of them. Single white bar with an up close of the bar after, long. Single white bar right now with a down close of the bar after, short. See that? There is a recording. Actually, I just recorded everything we just did. Alright, with that, I'm going to stop the recording. And it's 9:39. I gotta wrap up here, guys. Alright, so everybody who came in on every way you came in, however you came in, hopefully you got to see what you needed to see. Those of you, I see some of you out there like Anita and Mark and a bunch of you guys out there who have already taken the trial in the past. If you want to become a partner, send me an email at support@cfrn.net and I'll tell you what you need to do. Okay? Alright? There's stuff other than what I do here in the live trading room. What I do in the live trading room, what I do in here on the live trading room is the same stuff that I've been doing for years. You know, this spreadsheet goes all the way back to 2013, January 2nd of 2013. Every day's results, all the way back. And today's our first yellow day in a long time. We've had red days and blue days, but we haven't had a yellow day since November. Okay. All right. Scroll crude to the current time. Crude is at the current time. Everything's at the current time. All right. Guys, I really do got to wrap it up. If anybody has any questions, you can email us at support@cfrn.net. Support@cfrn.net. Okay. I'll talk to you guys at the top of the hour. All right. I gave you the link to get into the next session. It starts at the top of the hour. I'll be there doing a recap. Okay. Thanks for coming, everyone. Hope you all had a great day.